This is a channeled message and light language activation for helping you to eliminate fear. If you found this message, you were meant to. This will also help you with grounding and aligning your chakras and serve as a general clearing of negative energies. Allow yourself to fully receive this. We'd like to talk to you today about safety within the body, feeling a sense of energetic anchoring and safety within your body. What do we mean by this? We know that most likely you are probably not walking around feeling like you're in danger right now, most of the time. But in this reality that you live in as a human, it is very easy for you to go into fight or flight mode in your body with everyday occurrences. There are a lot of triggers that can trigger you to go into survival mode, and it can become kind of an automatic reflex at times. So what's coming through right now in this transmission will help calm your nervous system because you are raising in frequencies constantly, and right now you're being showered with high frequencies. So your system is constantly upgrading and updating, and then your nervous system has to recalibrate to a new baseline. And this may be happening without your conscious awareness. In fact, it is constantly happening. And when you're in that state of transition, you may have moments of the day where you feel a little bit unsettled and you may not know why. You are all carriers of frequency. You are all capable of carrying high frequencies, higher frequencies than most. And part of the role that you accepted when incarnating into this human body that you're in now is to be a carrier of frequency, and then to ground that frequency into this earth matrix and then to broadcast it. You don't need to do anything in particular for this to happen. You broadcast it simply by being you. So what's coming through right now in this transmission will help stabilize this process for you on a practical level, on the nervous system level, and on the energetic level. Oya bakakakaya bakakashia bakakakakaya bakakashia bakakakakoya bakakashia bakakakakaya bakakashia bakakashia bakashia bakakakaka. Oya bakakakakoya bakakashia katakakakoya bakakakashia katakakakoya bakakashia bakakakakaya bakashia bakakakakaya bakashia katakakakaya kakakaya 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 kakakaya. Aya kachakia bakachakaka. Aya bakakashia bakachia bakachakakakaya bakashia bakachakaka. Now let's talk about the mind and the subconscious. And specifically, let's talk about fear. Think in this moment of something you are afraid of. Not to alarm yourself, but to heal it. Bring up something that brings up fear, even the thing that you're most afraid of. And then realize that even though this may be related to experiences that you've had in this life, there's something behind this in your subconscious, and there's also something in your energy field around this. And sometimes that thing that you fear is connecting to energies that are not all your own, meaning it might connect to ancestral energies or energies from the collective of humanity that you're picking up on, and they might amplify some fear that you already have within yourself that comes from your own experience. And fear comes from two things: from belief, and fear comes from experiences of trauma in the past. Fear comes from belief, and fear comes from experiences of trauma in the past. Fear can be one of the hardest things to let go of because fear can feel like a kind of protection. And at the survival level, this is hardwired into your bodies. In order for your ancestors to be able to survive in the wilderness, they needed to get away from that predator that could kill the physical body. So fear is hardwired into your system as a survival mechanism. And everyday anxieties can trigger the survival response, the fight or flight response. There are times when something in your life can trigger anxiety, or what you would think of as at times irrational fears, where the reaction it brings up in your body may seem disproportionate to the situation at hand. If this happens, you know that there's something more going on behind that fear in your subconscious mind. So think of that thing that you were afraid of so that it can be healed. Bring that fear up to the forefront and give yourself permission to release it. You don't have to even think of it in a very specific way. Just give yourself permission to go there. From the higher perspective, there truly is nothing to fear. One of the things that can feel scariest to a human is change, particularly significant change, because this challenges the ego mind. The ego mind operates as a set of programs in the mind based on past patterns. The opposite of fear is love. And behind every fear is the belief that I am not loved. That's the true fear behind it, the belief that I am not loved or that I am not worthy of love. This is part of a collective wound for humanity. This fear is not your natural state. Are you willing to let go of something that makes you afraid right now? Are you willing to let go of that fear and let it detach from you? Now focus on your crown, the very top of your head. You may feel some tingling. In your mind, name that thing that has you most concerned. It could be a fear or a stressor. Name that thing with whatever comes to mind. It doesn't even have to be a word. It can be an image or a thought or an association. Now view that fear or that concern through your third eye chakra just for a moment. Look at it through your third eye from a neutral perspective. You might find that it reveals something to you that may not come to you in this moment, but might come to you later on. And that it will show you what's behind that fear or concern within you that is now ready to be healed. Often a fear is built around limiting belief systems. The mind is always looking for symbols and structures that it can fit into its own limited viewpoint to try to define reality from. But from the spirit realm, there are no limitations. There is a part of you that is unlimited in the here and now. Recognize that that fear has no real power over you, for you are unlimited. What would happen if this week you let go of fear in one aspect of your life, just as an experiment? It could be something small. It could be a small routine or an interaction that you know you're going to have, or a dynamic in your life, in the workplace, in your family life, in a relationship, in which it brings up some level of fear, where you have an association of fear. And fear always manifests itself in the body as a physical reaction, always, always, always. What would happen if you allowed yourself to approach whatever that situation might be without fear just one time? Try something different just one time as an experiment. What would happen? You already know what happens when you approach it from a place of fear. You might not always be consciously aware that you have a fear around a situation because you become used to it. So pay attention to the body, because your body will tell you. You always feel fear as tightness in the body. Now become aware of your body right now. Feel how well grounded you are right now and feel how relaxed you are right now. There's a major rebalancing happening right now for all of you if you allow yourself to fully receive it. We also encourage you to let yourself off the hook. Let yourself off the hook for anything you might be holding against yourself right now. You might be frustrated with yourself about something in the past or present. Let yourself see it as a learning experience that you created for yourself because you needed it and you wanted it. See it from outside the lens of fear. To do this, always go back to your heart chakra. We will keep saying this, to go back to your heart chakra in the center of your chest again and again and again. The heart chakra does not experience fear. The heart chakra is the best barometer you have. It is your truth teller. It will see the situation from all angles and see the higher good in it. It can also cut right through the noise for you. Now take one nice, really full deep breath and hold it in for a moment. and focus on your crown at the top of your head. And while doing that, also focus on the bottom of your feet and feel how you're connected to the earth's core. Now, let that breath out with a sigh. Let's do that one more time. Take a nice deep breath all the way from the bottom of your feet to the top of your head, and then focus on your crown and feel yourself fully connected. A column of light going from your crown all the way down from the soles of your feet into the core of the earth. Let that breath out with a big sigh. This will help reset your nervous system. This is a simple exercise, but there's a lot happening energetically right now around you in this transmission as this is happening. Remember that the throat chakra is a two-way street. The throat chakra has to do with expressing your true self and not holding back your truth just because others may not be able to handle it. And the throat chakra is also an ear. Whenever you want to quiet your thoughts and get discernment, a good technique is to focus on your throat chakra, and you will find that your thoughts automatically become quieter. You become a receiver and a listener. You are listening to yourself, and you're also listening to the field. You're listening to information that's being fed to you from the field, from Source Creator, from your guides, and from your angels, and from your helpers. And you're also listening to each other, for you do communicate telepathically, often without realizing it, even while you're speaking out loud to each other. A lot of your communication is telepathic. And as you do this, now focus on your heart at the same time, too. And we also like to say, congratulations. This may not even make sense, but you as a collective and what's happening in the field, in the Earth Matrix, and with the collective of humanity have just crossed a very important energetic threshold, a point of no return, so to speak, where the ascension process of heading into the fifth dimension has now gone beyond the point of no return. You have all helped to bring this about. You truly don't know what you've done. We wish you could see how magnificent you truly are and how powerful you truly are as humans, as creator beings, and as carriers of frequency. So give yourselves a big pat on the back. Allow yourself to fully accept praise, to fully receive it. We love you very much. We thank you for this co-creation of this experience right now. Oya pakakakaya pakakashia kachikia pakakakoya pakakakashia pakakakoya pakakakashia pakashia 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 pakachika pakachakakakaka aya kachikia pakakakoya pakakashia pakashia pakakakoya pakakashia pakakakaya pakakakoya pakashia pakakakaya pakakashia pakashia pakashia pakakaka aya katakakaka aya kachikia pakakaka aya pakoya pakatikia pakashia katakakaya pakachia pakachakakaya kachia pakachaka kashi pakachakaka kashia pakachakaya pakashia pakashia Kashia Pakataka. Ah, 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 ah. Oya pakakakia pakakashia katakakakai pakakakashia katakakakai pakakakashia aya pakatakia kochoya pakakashia kachia katakakakai pakaka oya pakashia katakakakai pakakuya pakashia 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 katakakaka shia katakia katakakakai pakakakashia katakakaka aya pakoya pakakashia pakashika kachika oya pakashia pakatakaka aya pakakashia katakaka kakashia katakakakai pakakashia pakachakaka aya katakaka aya katakaka aya katakia katakaka aya pakakakashia pakashia pakakaka kasha kashaka katakaka aya katakaka aya katakaka aya pakakashoya pakashia pakatakaka aya kakaka aya kakaya pakakashia pakatakaka aya pakashia